Alright, so I haven't been talking to you guys lately. Like I said, my GoPro died, so I don't have a lot of video for you guys. Because filming right now, it's kind of cloudy, so it's nice. But usually filming a day, it's really, really hot. So like, my phone overheats, so I can't even record anything. But I have been working on the car though, that's for sure. Which is what I want to bring you to your attention to, because as you can see, I need to put a motor in, right? Well, it's already been done. What I really want to show you guys is new mounts too. Bought some solid mounts. Forget, I think it's Innovations. I don't remember what brand it was. Let's see. Yeah, Innovative mounts. Sorry. The full set. And just to clarify a couple things. I did have to modify a couple things because normally this is like a stud type of bolt. Mine was all fucked up, so I put a random bolt and nut on the other side. They're pretty tight under. They were like perfect size, so went in right in straight. And then this side, also this stud kind of got stuck. So when I unscrew the bottom part off of it. So I just had to put a new bolt in there, and it's tight as well. So we're all good. The problem though right now is, oh yeah, and this mount too. They didn't have any innovative ones for the front, because apparently once you have those three out, like you don't really need a fourth one. But I decided to be safe and use about the front regular one with a solid piece inside. So it's a little stiff too. So I actually just need to finish putting the bolt through it. But I'll do it in a second. What I really want to talk to you guys is about the wiring, because on my last video when we did the multi-point swap on this motor on my hatch, when you do the swap, there's some cables that you won't need no more, which I believe is this green one and this two right here, black and white with yellow, orange, and then the white. Or that, or can't even talk right now. The green and black, the black, yellow, white, the orange, gray, and yellow, black. Those are gonna go basically to no use anymore. So what Ronnie did was, instead of using the 4-pin connector for the injectors, he ended up doing 2 injectors on here. 2 injectors running using those old lines, which for the other injectors, which I believe is that red and yellow one right here, and this 2 right here, those actually run to the injectors regularly through the main harness. But Ronnie decided to reuse those 2 and run 2 injectors that way and 2 injectors this way, which I think, it works, but I think you should have done it all injectors in one, and then use the 2 cables that go from the distributor either through that or just make a whole another clip. But what he did was 2 injectors and then 2 of the cables, this 2, he's using them for the distributor, which I'm gonna use this clip for my injectors first, and then we'll rewire that, and then I'll show you guys how to do all that stuff. As to any other wires, I have this wire for my AC. I think I'm just gonna cut this off. I don't really need it, and I think the previous owner had done some weird stuff to it, because I don't think that's what the original harness looks like. And but everything else, all the wires, lights, everything's pretty good. So I'm not using or modifying any of that or any of this side. This is just for my battery. And let's see. Yeah, so every other wire is pretty good. It's just adding the 2 or rewiring the injectors and then rewiring the distributor. On the main harness though, luckily I already had the multi-point swap on this car, so I have all the connectors that I need, which is this new ones for the distributor. This one just got extended, I believe, and yeah, this one got extended. One of these got extended. But anyways, I'm just gonna rewrap it and redo it. And this is my harness. I have all the connectors for it. So this harness is gonna go in. I'll fix it right now. but yeah, so let me plug everything here in. Actually, you know what, we're gonna work on this first. I'm gonna wire this to the right injector cables, which are gonna go inside the cabin, and just pin out the right ones and stuff. So I'll show you guys that in a minute. Let me wait for the sun to go down a little bit because it's getting hot. Alright, so now that the cables are all wired up, I know I couldn't find the color matching ones like I wanted to, and I didn't want to take apart one of the other harnesses that has the injectors from EG, so I just remember where they were. But I'll show you guys right now. But basically, on this clip, you're gonna start counting from here. It's gonna be 8-1, 8-2, 8-3, 8-4, 8-5, 8-6, 8-7, 8-8, and all you need to do is 8-1, 8-3, 8-5, and 8-7, and those are injector 1, injector 2, injector 3, injector 4. So you gotta unpin those and pin in your new cables in that order. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I just need to look at what colors these are up there, and then you just match them in here, and that part of the harness is done. The second one, I believe you have to switch some cables from this harness into this harness, I mean into C clip into B clip, and then add the two new clips, I believe, to B1 and B2. But let me do the injector first, and then we'll come back to the distributor. Alright, so yesterday I couldn't record much because it started raining. As you can see, there's still some water there, but I was able to finish the harness, like, you know, wrap it up and stuff. I didn't use any loom because I didn't have any extra. I might reloom it later and stuff. But what was important was connecting the injector, the fuel injectors, up to the clip, right? So because, like I said before, it was running through here, but now I ran all 4 cables together through this clip, and this clip's running into the computer, and I'll show you guys where they go. I color coded them here and here, but inside they're not, but I can tell you where each cable goes from this, you know, because you're gonna start with the brown, injector 1, injector 2, injector 3, injector 4. I think that's way, right? Yeah, brown, red, blue, yellow, and then I'll show you where they go inside. And as to the second part was the so the distributor has a 7 connection plug instead of the original 5 that come in the DX models. So this one, you need to find like I said, you need to get this harness. It makes it a lot easier to just plug in the SI distributor. But like I said, since you need to add 2 cables and you can just hardwire them, it's easier to find like a clip with like 2 connectors at least, and you can just connect those cables directly to the ECU. So the harness is running its own cables. The 2 cables that were added have run in through the main harness and took them out to the side by themselves, and then I'm running them into the cabin. I know they didn't color code them here on the clip, but it is a blue yellow and a blue green that come out from here, and the blue yellow and blue green are gonna be, you can check them inside and I'll show you where they go plugged in. But now I have all connected, all 6 cables are running to the cabin, the 4 injectors and the 2 from the distributor, and I'll show you guys where they go. Alright, so now we have the like I told you, so you're gonna have the brown, red, blue, and yellow. That's how they go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I know they're not color coding here, but if you know how to connect the fuel rail, you should know how to connect this. As to these 2 cables, these are gonna go to C1 and C2. If you don't know your plugs, so this is plug A, plug B, and plug C. C is the smaller one. You're gonna disconnect C1 and C2. So the orange is C1, the white is C2. You're gonna unplug those 2, and they're gonna go connected into plug B10 and B12. So what's the best way to do is to unwrap it a little bit, take the tape off, just give you some extra slack. Then you need to unpin this clips. This one you need to unclip 2 sides. This one you only have to take this white thing off on this side, and then so those are gonna connect it over there. And then the green and yellow, I believe yellow goes to C1, and green goes to C2. Let me show you guys how to unpin this, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so to undo this, first you need to take off the white tab right here, right? That tab is released by clipping. I'm clipping it from the sides. On both sides, you're gonna clip it off, and then to take the actual pins out, you kind of have to stick it in something like thin, you know. You're gonna press it, but you're gonna press an angle. So if you want to take the top one off, you're gonna have to press it up. If you want to take the bottom one, you have to press it in downwards. Once it's all the way pressed in, you're gonna be just able to pull the plug from the back, and you're gonna do that to the both C1 and C2. And then actually lied to you guys. So C1 goes to B10 and C2 goes to B12. So where the empty one is, and then where the yellow or the white with red is, yeah. And then on this one, you're gonna have the green, the blue green. It's gonna be on C1, and then the blue yellow is gonna be on C2, which is gonna be where these go. So I'm gonna clip them, and then I'll show you guys after. Alright, so now I got all the pins all connected back in. Like I said, I got the two from the distributor. You have the yellow and the white right here connected into the B clip, and you got all your injectors plugged in. I'll clean it up later, like make it look nice in there. The other thing that I need to finish up is I still need to put in my axles, which are not in the car, as you can tell. And the reason's there because it was raining. I didn't want to get too wet because then it gets rusting up and whatnot. Besides that, I need to plug in a few of the hoses, like the brake booster and the fuel return. They'll need to re-plug back in more properly because that one's plugged in, but you know, tying in stuff. But all the wiring, everything's done on it. I resoldered everything, all the pins, everything's looking great. Besides that, once I plug everything in, you have to remember you need to ground everything up, because if you don't ground things down, you're gonna burn something out. Anyway, so you still need to plug in the batteries. I need to have to clean out the other cable to plug to the battery. The other important things, I need to plug in my clutch cable back in, which is simple. It doesn't so fucking shoot up. But it's a simple install. I mean, I kind of put it in there. The main important thing though is also my throttle cable. That needs to be replugged in, or at least the other one from the hatch. And I think that's about it. I don't have a lot of time today, so I'm not gonna finish it right now. But either tomorrow after work, I should be able to finish up the last little details. When it comes to starting the car, I still need to put in my brake booster, a cylinder, and my radiator. But I should be able to crank it up tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.